Today on People Now, you get a vote. Oprah hits the midterms campaign trail in Georgia.
Gwyneth Paltrow is going through the change of life, and she thinks the whole thing needs a rebrand. We'll explain.
Fonda shows support for Megyn Kelly in a new interview.
We'll tell you where low-key couple Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes were spotted out and about.
And Jessica Alba isn't playing around when it comes to the value of $1. Find out the straight talk Alba has for her kids when they complain.
It's all today on People Now.
Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to People Now. We made it to the weekend.
I know, I'm so excited.
We are pumped around here. We're getting ready for the weekend. You probably have some big plans. The good news is that you have an excuse to have even more fun this weekend because you're actually getting an extra hour of sleep thanks to daylight savings.
Here.
Me either.
Daylight savings, it's hitting us this Sunday, which means we've got an extra hour of sleep. Also an earlier sunset, so definitely the first sign of winter, if you're into that. We want to know, would you rather time fall back or spring forward?
This is tough. Mixed feelings.
Not.
It is.
I mean, it's not tough for me, but we'll see what you say. Vote in our People Now poll. Just tweet us with your response with the hashtag People Now.
We're going to check in on our daylight savings poll a little later, but for now, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. Watch. All right, let's say it together. You get a vote. There you go. Oprah Winfrey turning her iconic phrase, "you get a car," into a call to vote on Thursday. The legendary talk show host was in Georgia campaigning with Stacey Abrams, the Democratic candidate for governor. Oprah opened up about the importance of voting with a passionate plea to the audience. Watch.
When you sit at home and your friends sit at home and you don't get up and go vote, you disrespect your elders. You disregard your history. You disgrace their legacy. When you don't vote for what they were lynched for, discriminated against, humiliated for, turned down, turned back for, and you can't get up and go vote, you dishonor your legacy.
Wow, Oprah, telling how it is there. Oprah's not just rocking the vote at rallies, she's also might come knocking on your door. And I'm not kidding here. Oprah has been going door to door to encourage everyone to vote in the upcoming midterms. You can see here, one lucky voter was very surprised to see Oprah on her doorstep. I don't know, I kind of feel that moment of shock and awe. Another voter was even given a special shout out. Watch this.
So, hey everybody, I'm going canvassing for Stacey Abrams, and I just was passing Cassie's house, and Cassie was waving in the window, and this is a sign. I just love the sign. What does it say? Do you know? Here we believe love is love, no human is illegal, Black Lives Matter, science is real, women's rights are human rights. Yes. Thank you. Water is life. Thank you. Yes. Kindness is everything.
Everything.
Hey,
we have to change the
I want to vote for you.
Oprah doing her part there. And everyone, listen to Oprah. Midterms coming up Tuesday, November 6th. Get out and vote. All right, on to this. The wait is over, everybody. Gwyneth Paltrow and her producer husband, Brad Falchuk, are finally giving fans a glimpse inside their intimate September wedding. You can sleep better this weekend. The couple, who first shared all the romantic details with Paltrow's lifestyle site Goop, looked extremely happy walking hand in hand down the aisle. The ceremony, held in the backyard of Paltrow's East Hampton home, was filled with 70 friends and family, including Paltrow's 14-year-old daughter, Apple. The teenager looked incredibly grown up in a beautiful white strapless dress, while her mama was dressed in Valentino. By the way, I can't believe she's a teenager. The bride wore a custom lace gown from the Italian brand, which featured feminine cap sleeves, a long tulle veil. After the big day, the newlyweds went on a mini-moon to Umbria and Paris before Paltrow traveled to London for the opening of Goop's first international store. Talk about a whirlwind romance here. The A-lister also getting real about another big change. Watch this.
I think when you get into perimenopause, you notice a lot of changes. I can feel the hormonal shifts happening, the sweating, the moods, you're just like all of a sudden furious for no reason.
Gwyneth Paltrow is getting real about the change of life, also known as menopause. The Oscar-winning actress candidly revealed she's in perimenopause in a new video for her lifestyle brand Goop. Now, perimenopause, also known as menopause transition, usually begins several years before menopause. Now, Paltrow says she wants to, quote, rebrand the way people think about the change, explaining, I think it gets a really bad rap. I don't think we have a great example of an aspirational menopausal woman. Paltrow's company is aiming to reimagine how women mentally and physically approach menopause, launching a new supplement series titled Madam Ovary. I like that. Now, according to Goop, the supplements are designed to give additional benefits to women in the many stages of their hormonal change, mixing essential vitamins, herbs, phytonutrients, and adaptogens to help combat hot flashes, mood swings, and stress-related fatigue. Good for her. All right, moving on to this. Despite their differences, it turns out Jane Fonda really wanted Megyn Kelly to succeed. Entertainment Tonight caught up with the 80-year-old icon on Thursday night, and Fonda said, quote, "I feel badly because, I wanted her to make it. I did. That's always how everyone learns, through making mistakes. It's through failure that we grow and learn. I know that has been true for me, and I think it is for everybody." Well, Kelly and Fonda had a falling out early in her NBC debut when Kelly confronted Fonda about her history of plastic surgery. From there, they traded escalating insults, culminating in Kelly dedicating a 3-minute segment of her show to the Fonda controversy, even bringing up her past nickname, Hanoi Jane. Now, it's been 1 week since Megyn Kelly's show was officially canceled by NBC after her remarks defending blackface. And Wednesday, she tweeted for the first time since the cancellation, condemning the paparazzi that have hounded her family since the show's end. She even revealed that she tried to bribe the Paps with donuts, begging them to leave her kids alone as they left for school that day. Now, did it work? She says, quote, "All were nice except the Daily Mail."
All right, guys, after sparking engagement rumors Wednesday, Katie Holmes and Jamie Foxx were seen out and about in New Orleans just hours later. The two are both currently filming projects in the Big Easy, and their evening rendezvous took place in the historic French Quarter at the trendy restaurant Revolution. The secretive couple continue to work hard on keeping their romance out of the spotlight, and true to form, after their meal, they left the restaurant several minutes apart but drove away in the same car. We're on to them.
Yeah.
Holmes looked stylish in an oversized peach-colored jumpsuit and white Adidas sneakers. Fox donned a casual black hoodie, sweatpants, and tennis shoes, both of them looking good. And the cute date night came hours after Holmes was seen with a diamond ring on her left hand on the set of her new movie, The Secret. The actress's rep saying the ring is a prop for the movie. Calm down, everybody. The couple have been, never confirmed their status, but have been seen showing signs of PDA at events and on dates together. An insider says you're not going to hear or see every time they're together because they don't flaunt their relationship in public. Fox and Holmes have been a rumored couple since 2013 after seen dancing together in the Hamptons. It was a year after the actress split from actor Tom Cruise.
I like that they're so low-key, makes it seem real.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we covered a lot of headlines this week. In case you missed some of them, including our People exclusives, we've got you covered.
Yeah, we do. NASCAR racer Dale Earnhardt Jr. reveals why he quit racing, and Chip and Joanna Gaines open up after baby number 5. Check this out.
Fixer-upper star Joanna Gaines graces this week's cover of People and opens up about life with a 5th child.
She's absolutely loving life as a new mom. Her 4 older kids are even excited about changing diapers, so it's almost like having 4 nannies.
We'll have more from Joanna and whether she wants a 6th child later in the show.
People is also paying tribute to the 11 victims of the anti-Semitic massacre at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh. The magazine is highlighting each one with personal details in the week of their funerals. They were killed as they attended a baby naming in the temple last weekend. They are Joyce Feinberg, Richard Godfrey, brothers David and Cecil Rosenthal, both special needs adults, Rose Mallinger, Jerry Rabinowitz, who was killed while helping others who'd been shot, Daniel Stein, Melvin Wax, Irving Younger, and husband and wife Sylvan and Bernice Simon, who were killed in the same temple where their marriage began nearly 62 years ago.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is opening up to People about the concussions that led to his retirement last year. The former NASCAR driver also wrote about his experiences in a new book, Racing to the Finish. He says 2 crashes in 2012 made basic tasks like walking across a parking lot tough. Earnhardt tells People any nerves he had about the book were calmed when he found out people sought treatment for their concussions after reading it.
I think everyone here has dealt with not feeling good enough.
Demi Moore gave an emotional speech at the Peggy Albrecht Friendly House Awards. She was named Woman of the Year by the rehab facility specifically designed for women.
Demi spoke of a self-destructive path and what she called a crisis point. She reached out to a friend with her fear that she'll never measure up.
And she said, "You will never be good enough, but you can know the value of your worth. Put down the measuring stick." So today I put down the measuring stick, and I thank you for this beautiful acknowledgement and the opportunity to know the value of my worth.
If I didn't do something about gun violence, then I wasn't being a responsible parent. I wasn't being a responsible citizen.
Julianne Moore is among People's 25 women changing the world. The magazine looking at various leaders on a number of issues like gun violence, poverty, diversity, breaking barriers in space, the youth vote, and human trafficking. Other celebs include Priyanka Chopra, Gina Rodriguez, Laura Dern, Kate Bosworth, and Yara Shahidi.
Now that her divorce from Ben Affleck is official, Jennifer Garner is seeing someone new.
People has learned that Jen is dating again, John Miller, and he is the CEO of Cali Group, the parent company of these burger restaurants called Callie Berger. People are saying it's not serious yet, but she's really enjoying the attention of a guy again.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle wrapped up their first official international tour together with a New Zealand gumboot toss, as you do. It's a traditional game from Auckland, and Meghan's side won. And of course, Harry was a pretty good sport about it. Their 16-day tour wrapped up after 76 events and one very big baby announcement.
By the way, if you need a royal fix in person, fear not. Meghan and Prince Harry's wedding attire is now on display at Windsor Castle until early January. Then they'll move to Edinburgh, Scotland until October.
And who says you're too old to fight crime at age 91? William Daniels, also known as Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World, scared off an intruder at his home. He heard a noise and turned on his light, scaring the would-be burglar. He joked with Good Morning America that things got physical.
I beat him up, and he ran away with bruises all over him. It's a total lie.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised that he could take on bad guys. William was the voice of Kit in Knight Rider. There you go. I love that story.
I know.
All right, guys, stay with us. Barbra Streisand is taking the wheel on her episode of Carpool Karaoke. Plus, did Ariana Grande just slam her ex-fiancé Pete Davidson? We've got everything she said. That is coming up in just a little bit.
All right, guys, to get us ready for daylight savings on Sunday, we've been asking if you'd rather time fall back or spring forward. Let's take a look at our poll so far.
I'm anxious here. Fall back. All right. People want the extra hour. That makes sense.
I'm surprised. I thought people would have wanted spring to be here. All right.
Keep voting in the People Now poll, but now we move on to this.
Jessica Alba is an actress, founder of the socially conscious The Honest Company, and a working mom.
And she's getting real in her new Parents Magazine cover story about raising kids who are just as driven to follow their dreams and to make the world a better place.
But Jessica is a mom of 3 with her husband, Cash Warren. There's daughter Honor, who's 10, Haven, who's 7, and baby son Hayes, who's 11 months old.
She brings her kids with her on business trips so they can see firsthand that her work is important, her time is valuable, and she's trying her best to make a difference.
She also wants to teach them the value of not giving up. Her own parents used a little tough love, not letting Jessica quit the swim team, which made her so upset she would actually cry doing laps.
Wow, but looking back, she learned that failure isn't about coming in last, it's about not trying. She says those moments taught her to keep pushing through and doing her best no matter what. Good advice.
Yeah, now her oldest, Honor, just went through the same thing. She wanted to quit coding camp, but Jessica would not let her. And after sticking it out for a week, Honor was so proud of herself for what she was able to accomplish.
Coding camp,
I
too.
know.
She's also teaching her kids the value of $1 if they complain when she or Cash have to go to work. Here's what she says. Do you like your life? Because it's not free. She goes on to say, if you don't work hard, your life won't always be like this. She says she's pretty hardcore about that.
Great. Jessica calls herself a girl from a blue-collar family, and her parents were teens when she was born. Now, she's proud of the fact that she, quote, still found a way to be successful in a business that wasn't open-armed to a Mexican girl. Makes sense that she would want to pass that gratitude on.
Yeah, we all know no matter what you do, kids are going to be kids. So what's her take on disciplining Honor and Haven when they fight? Jessica has a few different strategies. Sometimes she'll make them say sorry and hug it out. They also get their iPads taken away sometimes, which is always brutal.
But other times, Jessica says she leaves it to her daughters to sort their arguments out, telling them you should treat your sister how you'd like to be treated.
Do unto others, that whole thing. Jessica admits that she feels like the grown-up in the Peanuts cartoons all the time, just the sounds, wah, 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 wah. Kids aren't always captivated by what she's saying and her lessons.
And she says she keeps trying to reinforce the same ideas, hoping they sink in. It sounds like she's doing a great job.
Yeah, being really honest about the whole thing. For more Jessica Alba, you can pick up a copy of Parents Magazine's December issue when it hits newsstands on November 13th. Now watch this.
Don't bring around the cloud to rain on my parade.
That's right. Barbra Streisand was the latest celeb to give James Corden a ride to work, and they sang through all of her hits like The Way We Were, No More Tears, and of course, Don't Rain on My Parade from her 1968 movie Funny Girl.
Now, Barbra also opened up to James about her 27-year-long break from performing due to severe stage fright. She tells Corden, I just don't want to disappoint people. And now she tells herself, let go and let God.
She also gives more details into the time she called Apple CEO Tim Cook to get Siri to correctly pronounce her name, Barbra Streisand. But that wasn't the first time she gave Apple HQ a call. She revealed she once called Steve Jobs to resolve a problem with her computer, but that he blamed the problem on Microsoft.
Ah, there you go. And if you see Barbra Streisand on the road, you might want to give her a little space. She confessed to Corden on her most recent go-around, it took her 3 times to pass the written DMV test.
She also once turned onto the up ramp on the highway when her, quote, mind was twirling. So watch out, California drivers. Although, as James Corden said, if this is how I go out, I'll take it. That's what he said.
All right, maybe their breakup wasn't as civil as we all thought. Ariana Grande seemingly took aim at ex-fiancé Pete Davidson on Twitter Thursday.
The 25-year-old wrote, "For somebody who claims to hate relevancy, you sure love clinging to it, huh?" And then moments later tweeted, "Thank you, next." Ariana has since deleted the tweet.
So the mysterious diss was just hours after Saturday Night Live released a new promo for this weekend's show. Davidson jokingly says in the promo that he's engaged to singer Maggie Rogers, who is this week's musical guest, while Jonah Hill, this week's host, is seen cringing while standing between them.
I'm cringing. Grande also retweeted a fan who accused SNL of milking the couple's breakup just like they did with the engagement. The two called it quits in October after getting engaged in June after dating for just a few weeks.
So at first, things between the couple seemed to be civil after the breakup, sources saying it was a mutual decision to part ways, but this latest round of tweets have some people thinking otherwise.
Yeah, Pete has used the couple's relationship as comedy material in the past, numerous times on SNL, and even joked about their breakup at a charity benefit.
And that was while they were together. And as for Ariana, she's reportedly continuing to take time for herself, working through the breakup and also the loss of her ex-boyfriend Mac Miller in September. All right, moving on to some big transformations this week.
Yeah, we are breaking down all the best celebrity Halloween costumes.
You won't believe what Heidi Klum pulled off this year.
Plus, Hilary Duff gives birth to a baby girl.
Cardi B making sure her little girl knows her mama.
It's all in this week's Star Trek's Roundup. Halloween may be over, but hello, it's all about the costumes. These celebs brought their A-game with a few tricks and some treats. Kicking things off with the queen of all things spooky. Yep, that is Heidi Klum. The supermodel recreated Michael Jackson's Thriller, channeling MJ's werewolf transformation with fangs, yellow contacts, and one super hairy chest. And speaking of transformations, Post Malone, is that you? Nope, just Rita Ora. And although this was one rock star look, this rocker may have just claimed the throne. Game of Thrones, that is. Joe Jonas dressed up as his fiancée Sophie Turner's famous character, while George Clooney, Randy Gerber, and Cindy Crawford looked super fly in the sky. But I wouldn't trust George and Randy on your next trip.
Never flown. Never done it. But this helps.
And it sounds like George can use all the help he can get. The Data 2 admitted his other costume was a guy cleaning crap out of a baby's diaper. Touche, George, touche. And Cardi B cover. Cardi slays on People in Espanol's latest issue. And she's talking all things baby culture. The outspoken rapper says she wants to spend as much time as possible with her 3-month-old.
She wants culture to know that she is her mom and no one else. She doesn't want to miss a thing.
And she's not the only one. Hello, Mama Hill.
Hilary Duff is now a mom of 2.
The actress gave birth to daughter Banks Violet on October 25th. Hilary and her boyfriend Matthew Coma are over the moon that their little girl has finally arrived. Hilary has been keeping fans updated throughout her pregnancy and was very honest that she was over being pregnant and just wanted to meet her little girl. And come meet the Sagets. Bob Saget and his girlfriend Kelly Rizzo have officially tied the knot. And there was a full house at the ceremony.
Bob's longtime co-star Candace Cameron Bure, as well as friends John Mayer and Jeffrey Ross, were all there for the big day. John even performed a song for the happy couple.
Hey, nothing like free falling into love. And surprise, Zoe Kravitz has one sparkly secret.
She's engaged.
The 29-year-old has been secretly engaged to boyfriend Carl Glusman for the past 8 months, flashing her ring at events like the Met Gala without anyone knowing.
Zoe wanted to keep the news private, but she let it slip during an interview with Rolling Stone. She says it was a very laid-back proposal. They were both at home wearing sweatpants.
Hey, nothing wrong with comfy sweats and vintage rings. Big congrats to Zoe and Carl.
Out of this crucible of blood will rise the dark night that your city needs.
Gotham falls, we rise.
Oh, yes, we are just a few months away from the final season of Gotham on Fox. And when we had the Riddler himself, Cory Michael Smith, in studio, along with the cast of his new film, 1985, well, we had to see if he'd maybe spill any secrets about what we can expect. Take a look.
Season 5, I mean, I actually don't know if we've publicized this, but I'll just say it. We were initially supposed to have 10 episodes. It was truncated. It's so good that we added 2 more episodes.
Wow.
Great.
Yeah, so the filming is going really great. It's big, you know, in a normal 22 episode season, which is what 1 through 4 was, you know, you have hills and valleys narratively. You know, sometimes like it gets really big and you just feel like it's explosions and some crazy stuff's happening all the time. And then you go through and you're like, all right, we're just going to do some character focus. This year is like every episode one-ups itself, and it's very, very exciting. We have Bane coming in, this is played by Shane West, which has been really fun. I get my Riddler cane, which I've been like pushing for a long time. And then in the final episode,
it's like, guys, if you want to keep me around here, you get the cane.
Our final episode, we flash forward 10 years.
Okay.
Which means there's a Batman that's going to be there.
You dropped that.
Yes.
Drop that.
We flash forward 10 years, and also like all of us get our new looks, like our full-on, like Penguin might gain some weight. His eye might be a little there might be a monocle. My fabrics are pretty chic.
Are they?
Yes, and I just picked out my boots yesterday, and they are slick.
Okay.
So like it's all coming together. We're really excited.
What I love is he was so passionate. You can tell he really does care about it. It's like got a huge fan base, and he is just as big of a fan of the whole thing.
We were clearly very excited.
We were very excited.
And still now. All right, we're taking one last look at our People poll. We've been asking if you'd rather time fall back or spring forward in honor of daylight savings on Sunday.
Kind of caught up here a little bit with spring forward.
Okay.
They're closer margin, but
I
fall
feel
back.
like we get an extra hour. Though.
I like that, but we were talking about this. The daylight savings, and you know what happens with the fall back is you get the extra hour, but then it gets dark sooner, and the seasonal depression starts to cue in.
No, it's gonna be fine. All right, we'll be back with another question of the day on Monday, so you guys tune in for that.
And coming up next week as well, a marathon of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Dolores Catania, Margaret Josephs, Teresa Giudice are all stopping by the studio, spilling on this season's fiery drama. Plus, Leanne Rimes is here. She's talking about her new Hallmark movie. It's Christmas Eve. Yes, it's officially time to get into the holiday spirit, and we can't wait.
You're gonna avoid that seasonal depression, Jeremy.
No, until January 2nd, I'm good. But after
all right,
that.
thank you guys for watching. Have a great weekend.
Bye, guys.
Bye.